Today, I'm in Niagara Falls, New York, USA. I'll be working with Brad Nzinga and his crew at the Niagara Barber Company. Fresh out of barber school at the Buffalo School of Barbering, Brad recently opened his shop in 2018, so we'll get a chance to see how things are going. What did you do before here, before you opened your own shop here?
Before I opened my own shop, I was actually in college, Niagara University, which is right down the road.
Were you cutting hair back then?
I was cutting hair. I started cutting, my first time I ever put a clipper or scissors to somebody's head was my senior year of high school, which was probably 2013 or 2012. And then I started doing it progressively more throughout university.
You cut people like in the dorm?
Yeah, cutting people in the dorm, and then once I moved off campus, I had a setup in the basement. It was actually pretty nice, tile floor. It looked like a barber shop. It was just in my house, and people would book appointments with me, and then sometimes they'd just show up like friends and just get their hair cut.
You'd have people hanging out at the house all the time?
Yeah, it would be.
Back in 2008, I opened the first head shop barber shop in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. As a master barber, I take great pride in my profession. As a craftsman, I have a good sense of the kind of service most men seek, at least in my hometown. Now I'm curious to explore and see what's happening in different barber shops around the world. I want to see the kind of styles and service men demand in their grooming and fashion in different countries around the globe. My name's Cedric Small, and I'm the Global Barber. Today we're here with Brad at the Niagara Barber Company. How are you, Brad?
Not too bad. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming out to see us.
So how long you had this place?
Niagara Barber Company's been open since May 2018, so we're coming up on our first year. I've been cutting for probably 7 to 8 years before that.
And what made you get into barbering?
The reason I wanted to become a barber is because, to me, a barber is a staple in the community. So you get to meet with people on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis. My philosophy of being a barber is to be able to provide a client with classic quality barbering services, but at the same time doing it in an efficient manner that best suits the client's schedule. I love barbering because I think it's like 50% hustle and then 50% artistic and like creative.
The staff you have here, how did that happen? How did you get to know them? Like, how did they end up working here?
So I met Darren in barber school, and I told him of my plans that I planned to open a shop in Niagara Falls, and he was 100% for it. He's like, let me know when you do it. I'll be there. I'll like to work at the shop, and when I opened, he was here. So
So he's
been with me since the first day, since day one.
And did he help you like get things ready?
Yeah, he's definitely
open the place.
Because I'm not from here. Darren's from here, so Darren knew the whole market and helped integrate that into our system and the way of doing things. We both bounce ideas off each other. We've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from him. I think he's learned a lot from me as well. It was good to have him in here because he grew up in the city getting his hair cut at these other places, so he knew what they did good, he knew what they did okay, he knew what they lacked, and we were able to integrate that into what we do here.
What does it mean to you to be a barber?
To be a barber, I feel like you're a staple in the community. You get to see people on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis. You can build a connection with them, find out what they're doing in their lives. If they own businesses, you can kind of support them as they support you.
And do you help out in the community? Are you involved with the
community? I donate, especially when I first started. I was donating a lot of like free haircuts and stuff just to get people in here, and also when they come in here you get to see people that are lower class than you and that just a haircut can actually make their day, so it's something that I would consider life-changing. I donated like 50 gift certificates for free haircuts for kids going back to school, lower privileged people, and it was actually very rewarding to come in here. Even some of the people you could tell probably can't even afford good shampoo to clean their hair, but in here they were able to get the full service and stuff. I didn't charge them. And then anybody that has like local basket auctions and stuff, I always will donate gift cards and gift certificates and products and stuff like that they can auction off there and hopefully benefit them.
What made me get into it is in the city there was just like a lack of true barbering. It's hard to find a straight razor. You know, I really liked my haircuts growing up. I tended to do it in the backyard if I had to because I was sick of, you know, not getting a good quality service. So yeah, the reason I chose to become a barber was to give everyone a quality service and, you know, the feel of the razor on the face, everywhere, just the overall experience, not just a quick haircut.
Not nothing crazy, just like I'm almost into my sideburns, blended in a little bit. Why don't we do this? Why don't we blend it into like a one and keep the one and you can really set it? Yeah.
And here maybe a 1.5 or 1.25, just low.
Yep, and then kind of keep that same look. Right. And then in the back, I think I got the duck, the DA, the duck ass.
Yeah.
Cut that off, and then.
What type of clientele come here? Like, what type of work do they do? What kind of people come here to the Niagara Barber Company?
Well, our clientele's spread out all over the place. We get a lot of blue-collar people, white-collar people, politicians, teachers, and then obviously the Niagara University students and faculty, a lot of them. NCCC, which is Niagara Community College, is located fairly close by, so they come too. Basically, anybody that values their time, they want to get quality barbering and grooming services, but they also like the fact that they can make an appointment and they don't have to walk in, so it's not taking up a majority of their free time.
The second you open it up, now where are they, right?
I just bought cedar wood, which is so expensive. But what people don't understand about the essential oils they sell in stores is it's all diluted.
Like when we sell the sandalwood, we lose money, but then we make it up on like lavender and other ones, because we have like 7 cents. But everybody asks for sandalwood.
That's my favorite smell.
Is it mostly appointment or walk-in? How do you?
We do take walk-ins, but we recommend appointments because you know what you're getting. You can it just provides more time to actually not be rushing to get to the next people. But we did take on the third barber to help take the walk-ins, and then once he gets fully booked up his schedule, we'll take on another person to pick up the walk-ins. That way people have the option to walk in if they'd like, but we do recommend appointments because we get pretty busy to where it's even hard to fit a walk-in. So
That should be considered great.
because it's unwanted sexual.
It's sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
For me, dog. Yeah, that's a no for me, dog.
Yo, but can you imagine
Crying game.
It's not gay if you're wearing condoms.
So getting into barbering, where did you get your experience? Did you go to school? Did you train under someone? How did all that happen?
So yeah, I went to school at Buffalo School of Barbering,
Yeah?
and I learned most of my experience there. I had a little side experience just in going into the barber shop and seeing how things happen and what gets done there. But yeah, I learned most of my experience from there, and also from Brad. I mean, we help each other and teach each other day in and day out. I mean, as you know, as a barber, things change and styles change, and you can learn anything from anyone. So yeah, most experience from the school, but just cutting hair. As you cut hair, you notice different things and you pick up quick,
Men's style. See, you can't even say men's style. What we did in the shop, I just put up like 10 pictures of old school photos and hairstyle, but all men's classic.
Right.
And if they come in, we say, yes, just pick one of the styles.
And what are some of the changes you've seen in barbering since you got into barbering?
Since I got into barbering, I've seen some changes in just the fact of people want that instant gratification. With appointment things, that helps. Like, it allows us to serve our client right away once they walk through the door. And they know when they're gonna be here and how long they're gonna get their service for. Because we require, time for everything. We like to take our time on things. And all the extra services like the black mask and the nose waxing, that also requires time, or a beard lineup. So us having that appointment system, that really changed the whole game in this area for barbering for me.
What kind of service do you offer for your clients? Or do a lot of them get like hair or beard or other type of services?
We're one of the only places in the city that really even does a straight razor on the beard. So I'd say about 50 to 60% of our clients will have us do their beards, get it lined up, or either the full wet shave, since we're one of the only barbers around here that actually offer that.
Is beards a big thing here?
It is, because most people that were coming in here were telling us, oh, our barber never used to do that. We used to just line our own beards up. So then once they get in the chair, they get the hot towel, the hot lather, all that stuff. They love the experience. And then on top of that, the lines are actually straight. They look good because it's a trained professional doing it on them and not themselves with just a regular Gillette blade or razor.
Are they, is it a lot of classic cuts, a lot of modern stuff?
Oh, we get a lot of classic cuts, a lot of comb overs. We also have a heavy amount of fades that we do. We'll do a lot of bald fades, skin fades, just regular fades, starting with like the one guard. We do get some people that have really long hair, like a lot of the hockey players and stuff that just come in for get it trimmed up or texturized and different stuff like that.
Have you noticed any changes in barbering since you've been into the barber business? Anything new, trends?
Since
rules?
I've been in the industry, I've realized people want more than just a haircut. Like we touched on before, a lot of people will want their beards groomed, whether it's trimmed, lined up, with the straight razor. Also other things like waxing, and a lot of, I think the social media platform like Instagram, Facebook, a lot of clients, a lot of male clients will go online and they'll see all this cool stuff that's being offered, but back 8 years ago, nobody really cared about that. They just wanted to go in, get a simple haircut. Now, men are more in tune, I think, with being groomed, with whether it be like the charcoal mask, the nose waxing, the facial massages, all that extra stuff besides just regular haircut.
You just paid $75 for this. Sure. How much? 300?
Yeah.
For swap shave inspector? I just had them install one for $1,000. That's whatever, man. I couldn't have the water shut off.
And when people come in that have never been to a barber shop or haven't experienced coming here, can you tell, like, do you notice that? Do they tell you that, or?
That they've never really experienced?
Yeah.
One example is sometimes we'll close down the shop. We'll get people that want to do something for like a groomsman. Like a guy comes in, he's getting married soon, and he'll bring in his friends. We'll close the shop down and we'll do like full service on them, everything. And we had this one group that you could tell they were mostly blue collar, and like when they were looking at the board and kind of laughing about the facial massage and stuff like that. But then when they actually got it done in the black mask, they loved it. They even went on and left really good reviews for us because they never experienced something like that. They didn't even know a barbershop offered that type of stuff because they just never encountered it before.
Are you one of the only shops around that does offer like a full service men's grooming?
In this city, I would say so, yes.
And what do people do here? What's the feel here? Like the vibe? Where do they go? Is there like entertainment or?
In Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
In the city, obviously, we have the state park where you can go and actually look at Niagara Falls, the landmark, I guess it would be called.
But it's growing, and does it feel like it's?
I do feel it's growing. Since I first came here maybe 6 years ago and started going to school, if I walked downtown, there was nothing happening. Now, in the summertime, there's, I would say, a lot of local people as well as tourists. They have bands that play down there. There's food trucks. None of that stuff was around a couple years ago, but I definitely see an improvement.
I've been going into a concert and like, yeah. Say again, the price? That would be like $100-something. Lollapalooza was like $200-300. But I only went once in my lifetime and I'll never forget it. So, you know, I haven't gone to a concert like that in 5 years.
This is my third TV show.
Oh, is it?
No.
Mike came with a close seal.
I don't think they can handle it.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. It's good. Thank you.
You lost your glasses?
Well, thank you for having us. Great barbershop. The vibe here is phenomenal. Loved everything. Loved working with you guys. Great team. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming out to see us.
And maybe we should go for a bite or something after this.
For sure, let's go.
Hi, welcome to Rock Burger, home of the Stuffed Burger, Niagara Falls, New York.
All right, put in number 6. It's a tightrope walk.
Oh my god, we're having a watch party. I know. I'll close this up. I'll sell this up.
Cool ranch Doritos with cheese and hot sauce. All that good stuff. And fries.
Okay.
Have that one. Here you go. You're welcome.
All right, then number
This is the Monster Burger. There's 3 patties, cheese, bacon, topped with 2 of our custom made pizza. Okay, enjoy. Wow. I got it.
He said, I got a small one. You said that. I got a small one.
Number 5 with the mushrooms. You're all set, guys. Anything else?
Thank you very much.
All right.